and welcome to the Rock Project online guitar lesson. This is the second week that we've done this now, so I've got my massive Dean Flying V for this one, so I'm really excited, and I've got my amp out here as well, so we'll make quite a lot of noise. So I'm really looking forward to it. My name's Dave, in case you've forgotten. What we're going to do is I am going to run through the guitar solo for Enter Sandman. So yeah, well, I'm going to break it down and keep it nice and simple, and yeah, we're just going to have loads of fun. It's a really straightforward, simple solo to play. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a little play through, and then what we'll do, we'll break it into little bite-sized chunks. I think before I go on, though, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give a little bit of background on this track, a little bit more background on it. Spoke about Metallica, obviously huge, massive rock legends, heavy metal legends. I mainly concentrate on the rhythm guitar parts last week, but this week we're obviously focusing on the solo. And the solos played, all the solos pretty much predominantly throughout the whole history of Metallica are played by Kirk Hammett. He's the lead guitar player in the band. So yeah, he's really famous for lots of whammy bar dives. He uses the wah pedal a lot. He also uses lots of like sort of E pentatonic kind of shapes, and he kind of stays in the box quite a lot. You know, he does lots of these kind of really fast kind of repeated like blues licks. But he's also influenced by like players like Randy Rhoads as well, who used to play guitar with Ozzy Osbourne, and you know, lots of other sort of influences there. But he's a really great, interesting player, and he's got one thing I really like about Kirk Hammett is his melodicism within his guitar solos. They're almost, even though like he plays lots of blazing guitar solos, certainly in the early days anyway of Metallica, you could still kind of sing along to the guitar solo, you know, which is quite an amazing thing. So it's like almost like his approach to guitar solos is that they're little mini compositions within their own right, within the song, you know, within the context of the song. And I've always really enjoyed listening to Kirk Hammett's guitar playing and his lead licks and the little things that he does. And I think I mentioned last week that in an album called Injustice for All, he just went mad on that one and did all sorts of crazy things. But it's still hummable. You can kind of, even though he's doing these mad sort of licks, you can still hum along to them and stuff. And I think Enter Sandman, the guitar solo Enter Sandman, is also a really good, solid example of that. Again, he's using the sort of E pentatonic, and he's doing lots of string bends, lots of like sort of lots of like blues licks, but played really fast. Lots of repeating licks, like 3-note licks, and then he sort of builds up the neck and so. But it's like I say, you can just hum along to it, sing along to it. It's a guitar solo you can sing along to, which is brilliant. So I think when it comes to you, if you're interested in lead guitar and you're interested in like creating your own little mini compositions within your band's tracks, then just definitely take a listen to Kirk and his style. And yeah, definitely take a leaf out of his book, because it's just really great what he does. You know, the solos don't go on too long; they just really complement the song. You know, and they're also something that you look forward to as a guitar player, even if you're not the lead guitar player. You just like, you know, those solos are coming, and you're like, yeah. So this is really cool what he does. So first things first. So before I go any further, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the whole tuning thing. So again, I've got my trusty Snark here. So hopefully you can see that, and I think most of you got that. So I'm just going to test. I'm just going to test my tuning. So let's see where we're at. So just going to quickly. Hope it doesn't fall off. I'm going to quickly test it. Nice. That's good. So that's E. Sharp. Hang on. That's good. And then we're going to go to A. So it's a little bit flat to begin with, so I'm just tuning up. Now I've gone too sharp. I'm going to go, so that's the A. Okay, now I'm going to go to D. big with this guitar recently, so I think I've tuned it up since then. That's the G. Okay, and we're going to go to the B now. Okay, nearly there. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're in tune. Good. And I'm going to the high E now. Good. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, your guitar should sound like this. Should be in tune with me, okay? Then the A. And then the D. And the G. Okay, then the B. That's pretty good. And then the high E. Okay, great. So I'm going to turn that off now. I think that's good. Done with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little bit of a run through on the solo, and then we will get straight into it. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little run through. So I'll break into like small little chunks. You'll see now. So this is the start. Oh, hello. Hang on. First little section. The second section. Then it's double stop bend. Climb down there, then it's the ooh, I messed it up. Hang on with that. Better. So it goes into that section then, the quiet section. All right, so that's the solo there. Again, pretty much the main positions you need are Kirk Hammett's preferred. He just loves that kind of a 12th position E pentatonic sort of shape there. Box shape. So it's 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12. He does a few little sort of 3-note licks that we'll go over. He does the double stop bend, that really nice. So I love that. So again, that's when it shifts over to the B, sort of here. So he's going to go. Must be there. Then we go to the other section. That's just on the 16 and the 14. He bends the 16 up slightly. Bends the 16 up. There's the 16 on the D then above. Starts on the G. bends the G, the 16 and the G up, and then goes to the 12, 14. Sorry, and then but we'll go over this properly, you know. So and then he's gonna kind of doing this mad little lick then on the 21st fret and the 17th, and then the 15th and the 17th. Nice little kind of picked bit at the end there with a high note bend, and then he's on the B note there, so there's the 2nd fret on the A string, and he's just bending that. But well, I say he's bending that, he's actually using a whammy bar, but I haven't got a whammy bar, and most people don't have whammy bars, I don't think. So if you haven't got a whammy bar, you can just do some bends, do some nice bends. It'll give you the same sort of effect, all right? Just be careful not to have like too many strings ring out underneath it though. Okay, so let's really get into this solo now then. So let's start off with those little chunks. So again, what I'm doing is I'm going to put my 3rd finger on the 15th fret, on the B there, hopefully you can see that. And I'm going to get my 2nd finger on the 14th. And what I'm doing is I'm bending the 14 up. I'm not bending the 15 because that will sound weird. I'm just keeping the 15 solid and I'm bending that 14 there. Is it? Like a really nice, a full bend with lots of vibrato on the 15 on the B string right at the end there. So I'm kind of got that double stop bend, which is the 15 and 14 on the B and G, and I'm kind of going to the 12 there, like that, just like, oh yeah, loving that. And then what I'm going to do, this is one of my favorite bits in the guitar solo that everybody can sing along to. It's classic, it's great. It's a really great way to use the pentatonic. He's just doing some really nice kind of slidey bends, and I think kind of maybe octaves it up a bit on the record. But, you know, we're doing it this way. So it's just going to be going, so after that first section where you're going to go, what we're going to do then, we're going to do the slidey bends from the 12 to the 14 and back again. So we're just going 12 to 14. This is on the G. So we're going 12 to 14, 12 to 14. Like that. But you want to be doing it with your 1st finger because you're going to need this one, 3rd finger in a minute, or possibly your 2nd finger. It depends on what's more comfortable for you. I personally prefer to use the 3rd, but you know, each to their own. So basically, we're going to go. What we need to be doing there is some really nice, tasty hammer-on pull-offs. Hammer on and pull off. So what I'm doing is I'm just hammering on, and if you can see that. And then I'm hitting that note above on the 14. And I'm just repeating it, but going down the strings. But he doesn't do it when he gets to the A. When he gets to the 14 on the A, he does, but he doesn't go to the 15 there. He goes to the 10th fret on the A. So slides to the 10th actually. Ends up on the 12th fret there, which is the E. So it's beautiful. So those first 2 sections are like this. Again, I'll play it really slow. And then, ooh, no. One more time. Okay, so that's the first section. So nice and easy, nice and easy. So this is where it gets a little bit more crazy. But again, as long as you kind of just keep to the shape, you'll be all right. So he's kind of going to do this sort of Johnny B. Good sort of style. That sort of thing here. So what we're doing, we're using a kind of like a double stop bend, but he's not actually bending the two strings together or anything. But what he's doing, he's bending the 15 on the B string there. And he's hitting the 12 on the high E there. Oops. Like that. So he's going. And then he starts doing the 3-note repeating licks. So he's going. That whole section. That's the section we're going to do now. So he starts off in his favoured 12th fret position. And we're going to start off with the Johnny B. Good style lick. Like that. That's basically bending the 15 up on the B and then hitting the 12 down. Loves it. Like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go. And I'm just pulling off from the 15th to the 12th on the. This is all on the high E string here now. And then I'm hitting the 15 on the B string. Think about that then. And then we're sliding up to the. So what we do, we slide up from that 12, 15, 12, 15 position. Sorry. We're going to slide up to the 17, 14, 15 on the B. So we're going. Okay. Like that. If you can control, you can use your palm. Hello. You can use your palm there to kind of try to stop all the other notes ringing out. And if all else fails, you can always tie something around the bottom of the end here, like get a bit of thick string or something, or a tie, you know, tie it around the bottom there just to stop any notes ringing out if you really want to get it something amazing. But it'd be a good idea to try to use your palm to try and kill off some of the other notes because you don't want too much noise ringing out. But it is quite tricky, especially when we've got such high levels of gain coming out. So, but it's good practice, it's all good practice. I mean, he's also using a wah pedal on here. I was going to dig up my wah pedal, but I haven't had a chance. So I've let you down, so sorry about that. But I will dig it out at some point. I'm going to have to get it out and get that going because I love playing the wah. It's so much fun. But anyway, so this section here is, yeah. That. So it's 15, 12, 15 there. Then we're going to slide up to the 17, 14 on the high E. And then hit the 15 on the B. And then we're going to slide up again. And what we're doing, we're hitting the, what's that? I've lost count. So we're going to go slide up to the 15, 17, 18, 19. So it's 19, 15. And then we're hitting the 17 then with our second finger there. Okay. So we're going like that. Plays pretty quick. I'm not sure he plays it that quick, actually. Does that? And then the last little bit. So after that, just to make sure you got this, after that, what did I say? 19, 15. 19, 15, and then 17 on the B. That bit. You want to slide up again to the 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you want to go 17, 21, but then with your second finger, you want to be going on the 19th fret. And then bend up, got a nice full bend up on that. There. So that whole section should be. Yeah, we're loving that. So I'll play it slower. Ooh, maybe. played so well then. That wasn't so good. I find it quite hard. It's quite difficult to slow things down, I find. I don't know anybody else. I'll try it again. Yeah, that was better. All right, okay, so that's that section. That's the third section, I think. So far, we've got this. We've got the first section. Okay. And then we've got the second section. Just not the third, it's the second section. Great. It's easy. And then we're going to go into the double stop bends, which is a really great little tasty bit. So what he's doing now, so he started off in that 12th position that he loves, and he's moved up the neck, right all the way up to the 21st fret, and he's going to do that. He's in that big full bend, which takes it up to the 23rd, 24th fret, whatever. And then he's going to slide, he's going to pull himself back down. He's kind of come into the 9th fret here. But what we're doing a double stop bend. So what we're doing, we're using the B and the G strings together, right? So, but you could use 2 fingers on those strings, on the 9th fret, all right? On the 9th fret. But I find that a bit clunky. So what I do, I just use my 3rd finger. And I use the fleshy part of my finger there, just to kind of dig right in there and bend those strings up. Hit those 2 strings together, you know, and bend both of them up, all right? You got that really nice, so that's 7 on the D, G, 9 on the D there, so 7 on the G, 9 on the D, just to round off those really nice double stop bends. Oh, yeah, loving that. So then what we do a really nice bit, which I love this bit. Just those faux notes, I just love. He does a little string skip. So he basically does a little blues lick, but then he skips the G and he goes straight to the B on the 10th fret there. So he's also slightly palm mutes it as well. I love that. It's beautiful. So basically, all he's doing there, he's just going, what's that, 7. Again, it's like sort of essentially a pentatonic shape, but he does add a few little extra notes in. But don't worry about that. It's essentially, it's the same shape that he was on the top, right? But we'll go over the extra notes that he adds in a second. So, what was that? So then it's it's like, so you can mute the 7 and the 9 on the D string, like that. But you can take your palm off there. So I'm muting it. You can see I'm muting it there. So. Like that. Okay? So it's 7, 9, 7. And then with the pinky, skips a string, skip that over the G, and then he goes onto the 10th fret on the B. Okay? And then we're going to do a little rundown then, a really nice tasted little. It's basically what he does, but he plays it a bit quicker than that. Just something like that. That was a little bit messy. I'll try again. It's a little bit better, but I'm still a bit upset about that. I think there was a couple of little open strings that I didn't really want. So let me try the whole sequence again to see how we go, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was good. I like that. I was happy with that. Okay, so that was much better. So again, I'll just go over it. So we're just going to go. So basically what we're doing there, after those double stop bends, we go, then the lick, descending lick kicks in, and he's just going 10, 8, 7. So he's just going 10, 8, 7. I like to put a little hammer on here. I'm not exactly sure if he does it on the record, but kind of what I like to do. And then we're going to go to a little sort of 9, 7, 9 kind of pull off. And you just sort of like a repeated lick that kind of just moves up the strings, you know, up, up, up. So I'm going to go. So kind of like what we did earlier. Similar to that little move. That move, I mean. That's better. But what he does do, he adds he's got a little blues thing going on here, a little blues scale, where he adds the 3 notes. So it's like 9, 8, 7 on the A, and then he does the 10, and then finishes off with the B on the E string on the 7th fret. Oh, that wasn't so good. Hang on with that. That's better. That's better. So, yeah. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Oh, no. Hang on with that. That's better. I'm not good at playing these fast licks slow. Okay, sorry about this. So anyway, that's really good. So hopefully you've got that. That's it. Then what you do, you're going to go up. He's going to switch position again, and he's going to go up to the 16th on the what's that? The G. So what he's doing here is it's like a na 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 na. It's kind of like so what he's doing is he's basically bending up the 16 on the G, and he bends it up, and then he brings it back down to hit the 14. So he does it really quickly. And what he's doing as well, he's doing a little kind of up and down alternate picks on the 14. It's quite tricky to do, but a little bit of practice and I think you can get it. So it's like. So that's that section there. So it's okay. So what he's doing, he's just doing that bend on the 16, bending that up, and then hitting the 16 on the D string above, and just repeating it, going, and he hits that twice. And just repeats it. And then he does a little double stop. It's the same as he does to start the solo. Same shape anyway. It's like you're on for this bit, you're on 17, 16 on the B and G, and you're just going. That's just like. Again, he does use his whammy bar here, and he hits it like 4 or 5 times, and woo, 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 like that. But again, if you haven't got a whammy bar, you can't do that. So you're just going to have to just sort of bend. Like that. Okay, so that section is... Oh, what the? Oh, went too high. I like doing that. Oh, you're picking up and down there. I'm not taking my fingers off the strings either. I am there, obviously. love that. So that's that section. And we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end of the solo now. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go all the way to, we're back up to the 21, 17, 19 shape. So we're going to do that really quickly though, right? I'm going to do that right at the end. So he does that. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Just trying to lift it up a bit. No, no, no. So that's what he does. So he's basically, so after that, that is. So all that is 21, 7, oh, it's 21, isn't it? Wait, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. All right. And I'm using my third finger to reach across because I need my second finger to hit that note there in the 17. Sorry, on the 19. 19! So I need 21 to 17 and then to the 19 on the B. And then he just bends up on the, he bends up and kind of pulls it down and he goes ooh, like that at the end there. So it's like, so it's basically, and you do a little pull off, not a pull off, no, not a pull off, a little slide down if you want. Oop, hang on. Wait. So it's got some really nice pick. You can hear the pick. You can hear the pick attacking the string there, so it's really nice. Okay, and get those bends in there, okay? And then pretty much we're on the last little section now. So, and this is like a really beautiful little bit. So after that, section, he's going to go back to where he was after the double stop on the 9 and the 9 there. So he's going to be in that position, but he climbs down all the way to the B on the A string. So this is a really nice little lick. I love this. So it's basically what he's doing there is all pull-offs. And he's just going 10, 8, 7. Like that. To the 9 on the G. And then, so what we're doing there, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So that's 9, 7, 9, but a pull off. So he uses a little staccato, kind of breaks up the lick here a little bit. I like this bit where he goes, he's basically doing a hammer-on pull-off here, so he's going 7, 9, 7. But then he does a little slide to the 5th on the D. And he does a little bend there. So it's holds that note, we'll give it a little bit of a wobble. Then it's like another hammer-on, I can't speak, another hammer-on pull-off. So what he's doing there is hammer on the 5 to the 7, pull off, slide to the 4th fret. Just a lovely little interval there. And then he hits an open A, and then he finishes off with a B. Again, he's using his whammy bar there. Wow, like that. But I haven't got a whammy bar, like I've told you like a million times. So I'm just going to bend the note. So that whole little outro section is, oh, if I played it right, it would sound like this. Here we go. No, wait. I'm not happy with that. It goes. So there you have the solo. So hopefully you should be able to play it. So I'm going to go one more time and then I think that'll be it. So here we go. So that is the guitar solo. I think when you're playing along the guitar solo, just listen to the phrasing. Like, phrasing is really important. And that's what makes I can't even speak. That's what makes Kirk Hammett's guitar solos so memorable, is his use of phrasing. That's what makes him a really good guitar player. He's just got a really incredible sense of phrasing. So it's all about that timing, and it comes in and the chord changes. So listen to the rhythm track, listen to what he's actually doing and the little nuances. Obviously I put my own little twist on some of it here, and you can do that as well. But hopefully this lesson's been really good and you've enjoyed it. I want you to keep shredding, keep sticking with the rock project, and we will see you next week. I think we're gonna have a new song next week. So keep rocking, keep practicing, and keep shredding. And we'll see you next week. All right. Thanks very much. Take care.